Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, Mystic Mem Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading from Spirit for you Divine Feminine from here in Australia. We will get a lot of different messages that Spirit would like you to know now. Then we will conclude with 2 lots of songs. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now let's begin. Your ex tried to make you his mistress, Divine Feminine, without your knowledge. He was unavailable and taken. His karmic was either his wife, his baby mama, or a long-term girlfriend that he resided with. He kept you in the dark about this. When she found out about you, Divine Feminine, all hell broke loose. The karmic gave him an ultimatum. She said it's me or her, so he ghosted you. She also said either you get rid of her or I will. She is a scorned woman now. You were relieved to get away from him, but also the demonic woman that is attached to him. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. She felt betrayed and rejected, and it made her angry and vengeful. Hence, she began to use black magic as a form of revenge. I can guarantee that you will never entertain a man who only gives you bits and pieces of him ever again. You want everything next time around, or otherwise you are happy to remain single. When you entered his life, you made him excited and made him believe in love once again. Things were so stale and routine with her, and he was bored and depressed. So with you, he felt like all of his Christmases had come at once. He stirs up the karmic's emotions and almost gets satisfaction out of hurting her. He told her that he couldn't help the way he felt about you, and that she could never compare to you. This was like adding fuel to the fire. Meeting you made him regret his marriage with this karmic. He wanted you to remain in his life. He didn't want to lose you. He wanted the best of both worlds and to have his cake and eat it too. She went through his phone, reading the texts that you and him had sent one another. When she saw how you looked, Divine Feminine, she felt extremely envious. It really struck a nerve in her. She felt that she had to start competing with you from that day onwards. It is so warped now because you are gone, and yet she has become your copycat. It is very creepy. She acts, walks, and talks like you to impress him. They are both weirdos. He was deceptive from the get-go. Not only did he hide a wife or de facto from you, but he was hiding children too. You were so torn and mixed up at one stage. He was telling you one story, but when you watched tarot, you got a whole different story altogether. Then you began to listen to Spirit and not him anymore. Spirit then showed you all of the red flags and revealed his true character to you. It was at that point that you chose you and walked away from his messy life. He lied to you by omission. He conveniently left out the part that he was married or that he was playing house with a karmic woman. She is obsessed with the notion that you and him will reunite once again. Little does she know that married men aren't an empress's cup of tea. You are happy to wait for a real, devoted, authentic, single man next time around. For some of you Divine Feminines, you were technically the mistress in this third-party situation because he was already committed to the karmic when you and him met. She tried to convince him that you were the evil one because you are spiritual. It is ironic though, because you are a divine being. She said that you tried to break him and her up. But hang on a minute. You didn't even know about her at the time due to his deceit and lies about him being single. In the beginning, you thought he was your ride or die. No man had ever given you this much attention and such beautiful compliments before. You later on figured out that he was simply love-bombing you to the max. He allowed a beautiful, innocent, empathic earth angel to fall in love with him, knowing damn well that he could never give her what she wanted or deserved, and that was a proper commitment. He made you a third party without your consent. He treated you badly to finally ghost you, but he has had time to rethink the situation, and he knows that he was unfair with you. You are the best woman he has ever encountered in his entire life. So now he remains stuck on a hamster wheel in a karmic connection, wondering what you are up to and feeling all sorry for himself. He confused you more than he comforted you, and he really didn't deserve you. Making yourself happy again and creating the life that you really wanted has been your biggest comeback. DF, you refuse to be anyone's half-time, downtime, spare time, or sometimes ever again after this experience. He was stingy with his time. When you would attempt to make a plan for a date, he would be very vague and say that he would have to think about it. He was always putting things off, it seemed. When you took your power back, he began to stalk you. You don't know what was worse, the mind games or the playing with your heart. For some of you DFs, he told you that he had been separated from her for a long time. For others of you, he told you that he was divorced from this karmic. He was a lying cheater who pretended to be single. He put your life in danger by even connecting with you and then leading you on, knowing full well that he had a woman at home who regularly uses spellwork to get what she wants in life. You are a very patient, balanced, stable, secure, organized, and peaceful person. So you couldn't understand how this man leads a life full of conflict, drama, chaos, and instability. It felt as though he put your life on hold, Divine Feminine. You felt as though you weren't getting anywhere with him. You felt stuck in the same place with him, and he also seemed to keep you at a distance. For some of you DFs, your kids didn't like him at all. They knew that something was up with him. He overestimated your love for him and underestimated the respect and the love that you had for yourself. He is aware that everyone has a cross to bear in this life, and that his cross is her. He views her as a problem that he has to endure and accept because she is inescapable. Deep down he is scared of her and knows that she would retaliate if he were to leave her. He said that his ex was a terrible mother, a control freak, and outright crazy. However, it wasn't his ex at all. He was still with her. You realized that you had no future with a man who was already committed to someone else. He gave you mixed signals and false hope. He began to change after he met you. He became happier, more optimistic, and even playful and childlike. She sensed the sudden change in him immediately and caught on to him. She then felt insecure because she hadn't seen that side of him in years. She wondered what you had that she didn't, and it has sent her around the twist. You kept making excuses and justifying his behaviour to your family and friends who weren't impressed with him at all. But this was prior to you finding out the truth. Plus, you did have unconditional love for him. He was leading a double life. He was living two completely different lives with two different women. One was with the Karmic he resides with, and the other was with you. He thought he would get away with it, but Spirit gave you a download of the truth of the situation. He was a trickster who sold you illusions to keep you in his life. No one plays the victim more than the one who caused the damage. This is exactly what your ex has been doing. He tried to triangulate you, a chosen one. How dare he? The audacity of this man is unbelievable. At the start, you viewed him as charming, confident, sociable, and caring. However, after the rose-coloured glasses came off, you realised that he was a heartbreaker, he was jealous, he was a bully, he was addicted to attention, he was inconsiderate regarding your feelings, and he was a liar with no empathy at all. At times it seemed as though he was testing you to see if you had cottoned on to his family situation. He would say strange things to you to leave you second-guessing yourself so that you were stuck in a mental prison. He figures that concerning this Karmic, it is better the devil you know. He knows that she is toxic, delusional, and diabolical. However, he has put up with her ways for so long now that he has become used to it. He was so hot and cold with you, like a Dr. Jekyll one day and a Mr. Hyde the next. He could have cancelled plans with you or told you at times that he would call you and then he didn't. He played games, led you on, made empty promises to you and future fate. She placed separation spells on both of you to break you up. Now she places binding spells on him to keep him there with her. This Karmic went to his family and bagged you out, saying that you were trying to destroy her family. It was so unfair on you. You were paying for his infidelity, his deceit, and his lies. It was disgusting. He wishes that he had have met you in his 20s, not when he was of middle age, because even though he tried to triangulate you and make you his mistress, he knew that you were marriage material the whole time. For some of you DFs, this man felt such chemistry with you and also an instant connection. You were so easy to talk to, and that was something that he wasn't used to. So he didn't want to let you go. He wanted to see where things went. So he decided to not tell you about her. The more he got to know you, the more he liked you. So as time went on, it became harder and harder to tell you the truth. So he never did. He developed strong feelings for you, and for some of you, he is not over you to this day. One thing is for certain, You had a huge impact on this man's life, and he will never forget you, that's for sure. You are unforgettable. You will never forget him either, but that is because he betrayed you and then broke your heart. He wanted the benefits of both relationships without a true commitment to either one. His ego was so huge that he bragged to his friends that you would be back. He told them that you were head over heels in love with him and would do anything for him, and that he was simply waiting for your call or your text. It looks as though he will be waiting a very long time. He still pleasures himself to the photos he has of you. You now have such a strong connection to your angels, your ancestors, and me. If people do right by you, they will be blessed. But if they don't, karma is issued out to them accordingly. You were like a breath of fresh air to him. He thought that you had such a loving, beautiful, kind soul. He was used to her, bossing him around, criticizing him, and controlling his every move. She even had power over him financially and rationed money out to him because she thought he was so hopeless with it. Two of the most important things to this man are his penis and money. He has trouble getting it up now, so he has to use Viagra. This is torture for him. He also can't hang on to money at all. Things keep breaking and he's constantly having to replace them. He is going backwards and is even borrowing off people. Divine Feminine, you are protected by Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel daily. He chose to stay with this karmic, so you feel that he should stop whinging and complaining about her. She bitches to her family and friends about you and him still. He is very well aware that you were the one woman who could have changed his entire life for the better, but he also knows that he hurt you so much and that ship has sailed. He could have gotten really sloppy and sent you a photo with something girly in the background. For example, a fluffy cushion, a lady's towel, a room painted pink. You could have also noticed that he had a wedding ring on, or even a mark on his ring finger that his wedding ring had made. His life improved when you were a part of it. Things were really looking up for him. That's because you were sharing your divine energy with him. Hence, he became hooked on your energy. So when you took that away, his life went down the toilet. He began to be punished by the universe for not being honest with you. You are such a quiet achiever and a hard worker, DF. For a minority of you, he could have even accidentally sent you a text that was meant for his wife. He is drinking now as a coping mechanism to deal with the karma he has brought on himself. This karmic thinks that she won because he decided to stay with her. But the real winner is you, DF, because you're the woman who got away from this untrustworthy, pathological liar. You could have had a gut feeling at times about something he said that didn't sit right with you. For example, he could have told you that he was picking his daughter up from work, but you knew intuitively it was actually his partner. You didn't even know about black magic until you started watching tarot and realized his partner was a witch. You were horrified that she would ever put magic on you. Spirit revealed other secrets of his to you as well. You found out he was down low and that he loved to indulge in many options, including men and women. You were also shocked to discover that he had a sex addiction. This guy had so many skeletons in his closet. You really dodged a bullet. The Karmic told him that if he didn't get rid of you, then she would. So in a way, he ghosted you to protect you from this unstable, volatile woman. He is acting like a coward now because he knows he did the wrong thing by you. However, he would never admit that to you. You still, to this day, cannot believe the disrespect this man had for you, expecting you, Divine Feminine, to be the other woman. She shouldn't view you as a threat to her relationship anymore, but she still does. She's so paranoid still that she thinks that you always knew about her and that you came between them on purpose, but you didn't have a clue about her. Her problems should lie with him and not you, because he's the one who stepped out of his marriage. You never did anything wrong. You were an authentic, trusting, lovely lady who crossed paths with a man who claimed to be available, even though it turns out he wasn't. At one time, you were scared at the thought of losing him, but you then went on to realize he wasn't even yours. You were his dirty little secret. You feel that he was building a foundation with you, which was based on lies, secrets, and a betrayal. In his mind, when they have sex, he pretends that she is you, Divine Feminine. He had a taste of your love, and now that you are gone, he is obsessing over it. 2 is company, but 3 is a crowd. The Karmic cannot understand how you have become an empress and how so many blessings are pouring in for you. Now she is worried that he will try and come back around your way to ride your coattails, as she knows he is a user. She is so delusional, always thinking that you want him back in your life when you clearly don't. This guy could have called you one of these pet names early on, Divine Feminine. Sweetie, his queen, his baby, the woman of his dreams, his other half, his beautiful lady, his angel, or his blessing. You are grounded by your faith and your family. His ego was shattered as soon as you detached and went on your merry way. Some of you could have discovered he was already in a relationship from social media. For example, you found photos on Facebook. When you shared your suspicion about him having someone else, he gaslit you to make you feel as though you were losing the plot. Dealing with him definitely took a toll on your mental health. Some of you moved to a different suburb, state, or even country so as to completely sever any ties with him. He knew how intelligent you were, DF, because you kept on pulling him up on things he told you that didn't add up or seem right. You were on to him, and he knew it too. He was extremely selfish to even have you waiting around for him. The longer you stayed in this, the more you felt as though he had 1 foot in and 1 foot out of it. He manipulated you to serve his own interests. Since ending things with him, you have become wiser, stronger, and calmer. You are becoming the healthiest, wealthiest, and happiest version of yourself now. Divine Feminine, trust doesn't come easily to you anymore. Not because your heart is closed, but because it is tired of being broken. You want a safe man next time around, someone who loves you correctly. No secrets, no sneaky stuff, no half-love, no other woman, no inconsistency, and someone who wants you and only you. For some of you, this was a situationship and you never even met in person. You could have met this guy on a dating site. He promised you that he would change and give you his all, but he never did. Over time, this karmic has become completely undone. The karmic treats him like a child. She berates him, talks down to him, and gets off on controlling everything that he says and does. When you rang him at times, he would completely turn the phone off, or the call would go straight to his voicemail. He purposely tried to make you jealous at times by leaving you on red with no explanation. This made you imagine the worst possible scenarios in your head. He robbed you of your peace and your sleep. These two fight constantly. Your name is brought up in their household most days. She feels betrayed by him for ever pursuing you. You feel betrayed because he lied about his relationship status. Instead of reassuring her by telling her it is over between you and him, he teases and torments her by giving you compliments and speaking highly of you. This man somehow made his way into your heart space. You originally thought that you had found your happily ever after with him because he made you feel so special. You invested a lot of your time, effort, love, money, attention, energy, support, and advice into him. However, it was not reciprocated. He was so unreliable at times. You felt like when you really needed his support, he wasn't there for you. He manipulated you with excuses and fake promises. You felt so neglected and pushed aside by him at times. He wasn't faithful to either you or her. If he cheats on you, then he will cheat with you, Divine Feminine. You know that in the end, the truth always comes out. This man had you feeling insecure and inadequate, especially when he would pull away from you suddenly, hoping that you would then chase after him. You really love and appreciate your home life now. You have created such a comfortable life for yourself. This man misses the sound of your voice and your sweet daily texts. When he was in your life, he depleted your energy, leaving you feeling drained, overwhelmed, and even exhausted. No one ever breaks a woman like you who finds beauty in everything, even when in pain. Looking back, you probably feel that things moved way too quickly with him. You will never give your energy to an unhealed man ever again. He was very insecure deep down, despite coming across as a macho man with endless confidence. He pushed you away because he knew you were going to leave him. You both knew that you were too good for him. He was shady and he promised you a whole lot of sweet nothings. Divine Feminine, when you decided that you were worth more, the universe started opening doors for you to make it a reality. This man was an ass. He made you fall in love with him, and he wasn't even there to catch you. But worst of all, he made you trust him. He made you think that he wasn't like all the others. And you know what? He was right. He wasn't like all the others. He was so much worse. You didn't leave him when it was difficult. You left when it was disrespectful, which was him putting you in a third-party situation. He has hit rock bottom, and that's why he is craving his earth angel that he treated so horribly. He wants you to save him now from himself. You very much believe that a married man should not seek out a single woman like he did you. Get the divorce first if you're unhappy, and then pursue the lady you desire afterwards. In some cases, she wasn't satisfied with him just ghosting you, so she used him to attack you, his blessing, and that way she was confident that you would never have anything to do with him again. They put spellwork on you together. He feels so guilty about it now. He knows that he shouldn't have participated in it because you were nothing but loving, caring, and kind to him. He did it to get her off his back. Including him in her dirty work was a way to completely destroy the bond that you and him shared, and it worked. If you view him as evil now, you don't want a bar of him. His guilty conscience has him missing a lot of sleep over this. Then when he does sleep, he has nightmares. DF, your ancestors are putting him through it. He is so guilty that he could have even sent you a message asking if you are okay or saying that he is worried about you. You are a fantastic mother, DF. Your kids are blessed to have you. You have gone through so much together, and it has made your bond even tighter. The higher vibrational that you have become, the lower vibrational he seems to you. Once you had your first doubt about him, you were on a mission to uncover the whole truth about every single thing that he was hiding from you. You felt like such a fool that you even believed him that he was single in the first place. You began to replay certain events and conversations that you had with him in your head, and everything began to make sense. Some of you DFs are done with love altogether now. You feel tired and you're still in recovery mode from what this ex did to you. Everyone got hurt in this situation. He is hurt because he lost you. You are hurt because you feel that he lied to you and kept secrets from you. The Karmic is hurt and has practically gone mental because she can't trust her husband not to do this again. Divine Feminine, because you have raised your vibration so high and are now on a different timeline, any black magic that was sent your way was sent right back to sender. So now those two have no luck, no prosperity, and no growth. They now struggle, live in lack, are stressed out, depressed and anxious, and they are going through heavy karma together. Never befriend or re-family anyone back into your life if they've tried to ruin your character, your finances, or your relationships. A snake may shed its skin, but it is still a snake. This is a quote for you, DF. She didn't walk away, she was pushed away, not by hands, but by neglect, by silence, by broken promises. And when she left, he felt betrayed by her, but he forgot that he was the one who betrayed her first. This man really wishes that he had met you first and that he had married you rather than her. You have learned a tough lesson from this experience. The best part, though, is that you haven't let this define you. It happened, it was awful, it is what it is, and now life goes on. Your discernment and your intuition are on fire now. You could spot a lying cheater from miles away. You are extremely favored at this time. Great blessings will start to appear in your life from now onwards. You have been extremely committed to your spiritual journey, and many of you have discovered your life purpose. You have learned to stand up for yourself more, to protect your heart and your energy more, to put yourself first now always, and that you don't need a man in order to feel whole. You are whole now, all on your own, Divine Feminine. Now we will get several songs. The first lot of songs reflect how this masculine feels about you now, as well as how he feels about his own behavior and his character after betraying and lying to you. The first one is My Secret Life by Soft Cell. When You're Gone by Shawn Mendes. Part-Time Lover by Stevie Wonder. Lying Eyes by the Eagles. Promises Broken by Soul Asylum. The Cheater by Bob Cuban. Double Life by Pharrell Williams. Love Triangle by Ray Lynn. Terrible Lie by 9 Inch Nails. Spending My Time by Roxette. Unforgettable by Nat King Cole. 1,000 Miles Away by Hoodoo Gurus. Love You in the Silence by Lewis Capaldi. Send Me an Angel by Pseudo Echo. Dumb Things by Paul Kelly. Wicked Game by Chris Isaac. When You Were Mine by Cyndi Lauper. Where Did Your Heart Go by Wham. It Hurts to Remember You by Post Malone. Messy by Lola Young. I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. Karma Police by Radiohead. I'll Never Forget You by Birdie. Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue. And the last one is Instant Karma by John and Yoko. The second lot of songs reflect how you feel about him now that the cat is out of the bag. Also, these songs reflect how you have been feeling about yourself now that you have left this deceitful man in the past. Your life is improving and you are getting stronger every single day. Your History by Shakespeare's Sister. That Don't Impress Me Much by Shania Twain. Don't Hide Your Magic by Emily Arrow. Brand New Me by Alicia Keys. This One's for the Girls by Martina McBride. Not an Option by Lil Uzi Vert. Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. You Were Just a Waste of Time by Broken Flow. Leave Me Alone by Michael Jackson. Cut You Off by Little Mix. Higher Ground by Stevie Wonder. Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Diana Ross. Dodged a Bullet by Greg Glaswell. No More Tears, Enough is Enough by Donna Summer and Barbara Streisand. I've Got the Music in Me by Marsha Hines. I'm Looking for a New Love by Jodie Watley. Thorn in My Side by the Eurythmics. Boys Lie by Avril Lavigne. We Run This by Missy Elliott. Leave, Get Out by JoJo. And the last one is Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles. I appreciate you watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, Divine Feminine. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel.